Michael, a dedicated marine biologist, had spent countless hours exploring the ocean. His passion for diving and snorkeling allowed him to study marine life up close, making every dive a new and exciting experience. One day, while on a routine research mission with his team, he had no idea that he was about to experience the most unforgettable and terrifying moment of his life. The team's boat stopped near a reef, and Michael, along with another diver, entered the water to collect data. The conditions were perfect, with excellent visibility and an abundance of marine creatures swimming around them. Among these creatures were humpback whales, commonly known as the gentle giants of the sea. As they continued their work, Michael's diving partner returned to the boat with collected samples, while Michael chose to stay behind, enjoying the solitude of the ocean. He was confident in his skills and saw no harm in spending a little extra time observing the marine life around him. However, he soon noticed something unusual. One of the humpback whales had started acting strangely, following him closely no matter which direction he swam. Though these whales were generally peaceful, their sheer size meant that even an accidental movement could cause serious injury. At first, Michael was fascinated, even reaching out to touch the whale as it swam near him. But then, things took an unexpected turn. The whale's behavior became more forceful. It started nudging him insistently with its massive fin. No matter how Michael tried to swim away, the whale blocked his path. He attempted to push it aside, but his efforts were futile against such an enormous creature. Panic began to set in as he realized he was completely alone, far from the safety of his boat. Suddenly, the whale began pushing him toward the surface with its nose. The crew on the boat watched in shock as the massive creature seemed to be forcefully moving Michael. But before they could understand what was happening, something truly unbelievable occurred. The whale opened its mouth and swallowed Michael whole before diving underwater. The team erupted in panic. They quickly boarded a small motorboat and sped toward the last place they had seen Michael. The horror of what they had just witnessed left them speechless. A whale swallowing a human alive? It was unheard of. No one knew what to do. Fear gripped them as they imagined the worst. Just moments before, their friend had been swimming freely, and now he had vanished into the depths inside a giant whale. A heavy silence fell over the boat as they struggled to process what had just happened. However, the shock only deepened when they suddenly spotted Michael lying on the deck of their boat, alive, exhausted, and gasping for air. As the team rushed to help him, Michael struggled to explain what had happened. It turned out that the whale had never intended to harm him. Instead, it had been trying to save him. While Michael had been resisting its nudges, the whale had been desperately attempting to push him to safety. Realizing that he was not cooperating, the whale had taken a drastic step. It had gently grabbed him in its mouth and pulled him underwater to control his movements. Fortunately, since Michael was still wearing his diving gear, he had managed to breathe through his regulator, though the experience had been terrifying. It wasn't until the whale hid him under its pectoral fin that Michael finally understood the situation. Emerging from behind a cluster of rocks was a massive tiger shark, one of the most aggressive predators in the ocean. Michael instantly realized the danger he had been in. The whale had sensed the threat long before he had, and had been trying to protect him the entire time. The shark circled them, its gaze locked onto Michael, but the humpback whale did not back down. It positioned itself between Michael and the predator, shielding him from the threat. After several tense moments, the shark finally gave up and swam away, realizing it would not be able to reach its intended prey. But even then, the whale remained cautious. Only once it was certain that the danger had passed did it begin guiding Michael back toward the boat. Once Michael was safely aboard, the whale surfaced one last time, as if to make sure he was okay. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Michael reached out and stroked its head, silently thanking his unexpected savior. Then, as mysteriously as it had appeared, the whale swam away, disappearing into the ocean. The experience left Michael and his team in complete awe. It was a powerful reminder of the intelligence and protective nature of these incredible creatures. Despite being a wild animal, the whale had shown an astonishing level of empathy and understanding. proving once again that nature holds surprises beyond human comprehension.